me, Julia. I am back again with another video. This one is a tutorial for some ceramic chain. So one of my subscribers asked me to do a tutorial to show how I do it. I'll show you some types of chain that I've done. This is some like small link chains. Not done anything with those yet. This will just basic. This one is smallish link as well. This is my ball and chain that you would have seen in my last kiln opening, number 32. This is the chain for that one. And this is a large piece of just a little table decoration chain that I did with some manganese. Manganese oxide on it, and the ball and chain had iron oxide on. So to start with, you want quite moist clay. This one is reclaim. I usually prefer to do it straight out the bag if I'm doing coil, but I have this reclaim here. So don't really want to have like too much in the way of like joins and seams and things. I've given it a good wedge. Now I need to work out what kind of chain I'm going to do, how many links I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go with the larger link. That one's pretty small, and it can get quite difficult getting all the joins together. But again, even with that, 2 pieces inside that one, I mean that's fused because of the manganese. It would have been, if I'd have used iron oxide, it would have been loose and I would have been able to move it. So let me find my settling knife. Let's have a look how many pieces we think we can make. I think I'll roll this out, see what this comes out like first. Just going to kind of sausage shape it a little bit. I think I'm going to move my ball and chain because as I am wobbling the table, it might decide to roll off. So let's see if we can just get this into a bit of a sausage first. I'll give it quite a firm press. That was handy, wasn't it? I'll give it quite a firm press to start with. Doesn't want to stay up there. And then once it's got a little bit thinner, I can start to roll it as a coil. As you can hear, if it clunks, it's got a slight square to it. Somebody I watched said that you should push out and then just pull back, push out, pull back. But there's no real set formula. I'm going to cut this off here because it's starting to thin a little bit in that section. I find if you just go lightly and just roll your hand from side to side, and try to keep it an even thickness. Now you can use another board. I have another board here, let's have a look. It's probably not the ideal piece to do it with, but you can use another board, and you can put like screws in. I have some screws to do, that's what I bought these boards for, but you can use another board. But I'm reasonably happy with that. There's a little square on that end, but that's okay. We don't have to use it all. A little crease in it there. What I also find is really helpful to spray your coils with the spray bottle. Let's chop the ends off this as well, because it's never very nice at the ends. Let's see if we can get this piece down somewhat like that one. Not pressing, I'm just rolling, and I'm going backwards and forwards on it, so side to side. Until I get to about the same thickness. Just come in there now. A little bit more on this side. I would say that's about the same. Now I would normally wrap my coil as well so that it doesn't dry out. It's pretty moist in here at the minute. And I'm going to then roll another one. Seam there. This is pretty smooth clay. I don't know what it is. It came out of the reclaim buckets that I got, that I still haven't got halfway through yet. I've still got other pots to do before I even get to the second half. I didn't open the lid of it because it's probably pretty stinky. I might have to spray it with some vinegar or something like that. This one's pretty clunky. Still clunky on this side. No, I'm going to chop that bit off because that bit doesn't want to go up. That's about right there. And smooth it out as you're working with it. Right, okay, let's have a think about how long we want the links to be. So let's just chop a piece there and see what that would. So that would be that for a circle link or that for an oval. I think that's quite a nice size for the diameter of the coil. So let me just even that out a little bit there. So I'm going to chop one there. He's not long enough, I can see. That's okay. Might see if we can get him rolled out to another one. Let's see. No, he's not got. It's better. A little tiny bit more. So let's get him one out of there. Okay. I've got 3 so far. Let's trim that end off. Have a look. Yeah, I think we're okay. 4. 5. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, stick these 2 together. This is really quite wet, this clay anyway. I smoothed it one way and then smoothed it the other way. So we could get another piece out of that. There. And then let's have a look at this. It's not all perfect, but it's okay. This is hand-built pottery, it's not meant to be perfect. So how many links have we ended up with? 9, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So let's have a go with that. We could always roll this extra piece out. So I just want to make sure that there's no creases so that it's nice and smooth. Which I think most of them are. This one's got a few creases. Okay, so what I tend to do is join 2 together at a time, and then join 2 and 2 with another piece. So let's get a little bit more water. My water's rather pink, so get some fresh. Thought I had a scorer. So all I'm going to do to start with is join these 2 ends together like this. I'm going to make sure that they're not too irregular. So I'm going to start to join that just with some water and the scorer. Just going to make a little bit of slip on the end of each end. Like that. Just squeeze together as you do. I like to give it a little bit of a twist and then smooth it out. Without flattening it, so you don't want too much pressure on it. Trying to keep that same shape. So if you were going to do a ring chain with a circle, you've got a circle here, and what I would probably do is find something that was this size, just to keep it circular, but I'm doing oval shaped links. So we've got our first link there. going to prepare the ends for this one. Then I'm going to loop it through and do the same. I make sure that I go backwards and forwards, try to secure the joint. So then I'm going to push this into this shape like this. But I'm going to be very delicate with them because it's easy to pull them out of shape. I'm going to get something to rest them on. On here. Being. I'm going to work 2 more, doing exactly the same. But what I'm going to do is dry them a little bit before I start joining 2 plus 2. Trying to keep it into shape. Another oval. There. Prepare the ends for this one. Excuse my sniffles. It's gone very cold in England all of a sudden. Thread it through the other one. Okay, so that's 2. Let's get the link the right shape on that one. And now that one. So I'll do 2 more like that. You could do like that twisted shape. There's all sorts of kind of chain. I really would like to do some chain mail. Hence the reason I've been kind of practicing doing chain. Excuse me. I've been sleeping with my window open and I live right next door, or not next door, I live right at the coast on the North Sea, and I think it's maybe been a little chilly on a night time. Get a little wiggle. That's another one there. And you can use slip if you want to. I find if it's moist enough, the clay, if it's plastic enough, it doesn't need some water and a wiggle, and a bit of a squirt is enough. I try to keep the join in the middle if I can. One of these has a join at the end. That might be a slightly weak point. It can get a little fat where the join is, so just smooth that. Right, so that's that link. So we've got 3 lots of 2 links. Normally I would dry those out a little bit before I join them together, but we're going to join those all together with these 3. So I'm gonna actually, rather than try and do it wet, I'm going to just put you on pause for a minute. Welcome back. Let me just place this slightly on an angle, I think. Sorry if it's a bit wonky. I've got a fan on in the background, so please excuse the noise, but it's just drying the other bits of chain out. I did make another link, like another 2 links, so they're a little bit wet still. They're not really leather hard, but they're a bit better than they were. So now I'm going to join 2 in exactly the same way. But this time I'm going into 2 links. Does that make sense? Let me just see if I can move these and show you. going into both links to join it together. And then shape it into the oval. That's how we're doing so far. It's still soft enough that I can shape it. Now I'm going to bring another 2 across. And join these on in exactly the same way. Into one, into the second one, and then join them together. This could be an arty piece for a table, just a bowl full of chain. You could hang it up on a wall and then hang other bits of things from it. So that's that piece. That's come together quite quickly. There we are so far. And then we've got two more links there and 2 more pieces if we need it, because it depends. If we want to make it like a necklace, you know, like join it together in a circle, I don't think I do with this piece. I think I'm going to leave it in a straight line, because I think I'm going to use it either as a hanging decoration and then maybe some other bits and pieces off it, or I might just have a nice make a specific bowl to fill with the chain. It's not quite as dry as the other pieces, but let me move this down a teeny touch. Don't want to stretch it because those interlinks are soft. So I'll join this piece, and I might just put that other end piece on the end, and then that will be a, what did we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be a 12 link piece. Whew, I've got nausea today. Not my best day. that's kind of why I wanted to do some filming and tutorials, because it helps just keep my mind off feeling rubbish. My nails don't help at all, I keep digging in. Some pieces seem to join together really easily and then others not so much. A link shape. And we're looking on camera. Just move it down a teeny bit. Don't want to split any of them. Just so I've got room for putting that extra 12th link on. I think we're doing okay. Just to mess this up a bit. Okay, and then I'll just stick this on the end. So what would you use this chain for? Like, how would you use chain? I really love this piece, this really chunky piece. I would probably do another really chunky one like that. I really like that one. Just trim this a teeny bit because it's a little bit scrappy. And just, what would it look like if I did bring it round? If I mess with it, I'm probably going to break it, but that's what it would look like if roughly if I brought it round to be like that. But it's a little gangster for a necklace. I think you need to sing rap if you have one like that. You could gold luster it, couldn't you? Saying that though, the luster would stick, I think, so you couldn't have it lustered all over. Add that into shape. Okay. Cool. Right, so that is my 12 link chain there, and this is thicker than the one that I've just made, but this is kind of how it's going to turn out. And I think we'd do it in the, I might try a combination of iron oxide and manganese, because the iron oxide's just maybe not quite there, but the manganese is too sticky. So I might have a little go of mixing the two and seeing what we get. So I'll leave that tutorial there, guys. and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lot of fun making your chain. Let me know what you're going to do with your chain when you make it. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.